Hey, you guys, Keeling86, aka Raymond, guys. Well, as you guys know, I may have figured out, it is New Year's Eve. Unbelievable, guys. I just got home from work, and right now, as you can see, I'm all sweat, all clothed up, and all set and ready to go. Well, guys, I haven't been feeling well lately. It was a tough day at work, so I'm a little tired, but hey, I will stay up till midnight, and I'll be streaming. And who knows? Hey, maybe we can celebrate New Year's Eve together while we do my stream around, I would say, around 10 o'clock. So I'll play for 2 hours and ushering in 2019. Well, guys, 2018 had a lot to offer. I mean, heck, I've seen a lot of great films. Avengers: Infinity War, that was one of the most amazing films I have ever seen. I mean, I was blown away by that movie, seeing how they all try to fight Thanos, and the other half was trying to fight the war between some of the members of the Black Order. But man, seeing how he snapped his fingers and everyone just disappeared, that was crazy. Hey, the Black Panther was also a great film too. As we've seen different cultures from, as they said in the review, of different African cultures, which was amazing. And as you guys may have known, that it's up for a lot of Golden Globe nominations, and there's a rumor going around that this movie might be nominated for Best Picture. Now, I'm not sure about that, but only time will tell. Now, we've seen, as movies wise, let's go down that road for a sec. Avengers: Infinity War, that was great. The Black Panther was great. Boy, all I can say, guys, is also the Ant-Man and the Wasp was great. But I've seen a lot of other great films. The Mule. I've seen The Mule with Clint Eastwood, a true story about an old man, a 90-year-old man who was doing drug runs. It was really sad and also funny. Hey, Clint Eastwood was the one who produced it and directed it. He also starred as the man who did all these things. Unbelievable how the story was, how his whole life he was doing this and that, and it was sad to watch, to be fair. It was sad to watch. But what can you do? So, what other movie that I was thinking about? Oh, Creed 2. Well, guys, Creed 2, it was everything I was hoping for in a sequel after Creed. Despite the fact that we've seen the return of Ivan Drago, and also when he fought his son, it was one of the greatest boxing films ever. And, guys, to be fair, it was really amazing. And it was no telling what was going to happen that time. So, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm sure you guys haven't seen it yet, but I advise you guys to see it because it was really amazing. Now, also, just when I did my last video of Big Brother, when Psycho Dad was watching him, I told you guys I went to see Aquaman. Aquaman was really great. Now, the reason why Justice League didn't do very well back in 2017, I believe, or 16, either one of those years. The reason why the Justice League didn't do very well is because, well, lots of reasons. Well, we haven't seen any standalone films. We've seen Batman, although the fact was that the reason for Batman, it was Christopher Nolan's trilogy that was on his times, so it didn't count on that. Also, we got Man of Steel, and from there we actually got Batman vs Superman, which it did okay, but it's just that I think the reason why it did terrible was Jesse Eisenberg, who played Lex Luthor, was a bad choice. I was hoping for something a little more maniacal and not that crazy, because Lex Luthor, he was smart. He knew what he was talking about. I mean, and I'm sure that Lex Luthor wouldn't shove a Jolly Rancher in somebody's mouth, as we see in the film. That was terrible. And also, we didn't get a standalone film of Wonder Woman, but a year later, we actually got a standalone film of Wonder Woman, which turned out to be the best standalone film right there. The first female DC. Now we're actually going to get a female Marvel standalone film coming out next year, which is Captain Marvel, which I'm looking forward to seeing that. But the reason why for Justice League, that's the reason why, because we didn't get a Flash, we didn't get a a Cyborg, or we didn't get a Aquaman standalone films, which we finally got with Aquaman. But as I've seen about the Flash, the movie's coming out in 2021, so we got two. It's going to be it's soon to be 3 years. Now it's going to be 2 years now until we see that. And also in 2019, supposedly we might get the Batman, a new Batman film where we're going to see a younger version of Batman, not the older version. Where we've seen how Bruce Wayne was more older and everything, as we've seen from Batman vs Superman. Which kind of depict from like what happened in the cartoon movie, The Dark Knight Returns, from part 1 and 2. Part 2, that's where we've seen Batman and Superman fight each other, which that was a lot better. But supposedly, yeah, we're gonna get a younger one because, as you know, Ben Affleck quit being Batman, and now I found out that a rumor is that Henry Cavill, who is known for playing Superman, wasn't gonna play him anymore. But as it turns out, the rumors were false. He still wants to play Superman, so that's good. And now there's another rumor going around that he wants to play a new Marvel superhero. So, hey, who knows? The odds of him seeing in a Marvel film, it'll be great, because we've seen a lot of people jump from Marvel to DC and then DC to Marvel. I mean, look at Ryan Reynolds. He did a lousy job in the Green Lantern. I saw the movie. The actors were great. It's just that the storyline was a little all over the place. He did terrible in the Green Lantern, but hey, he redeemed himself by playing one of the loudmouths who breaks the fourth wall all the time, Deadpool. Now we've seen Ben Affleck. He was the Daredevil, which did terrible, but now he became Batman. That was cool. Well, as for Chris Evans, Chris Evans was he was the Human Torch, which that was lousy. But he redeemed himself while playing Captain America, which I found out that he actually turned down that role 3 times. So that was great. Well, hey, I'm talking way out based here, judging from what I'm talking about in 2018. But above all that, guys, some of the movies I'm looking forward to 2019. Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, Shazam, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And I found out that there's going to be 3 Disney films that are going to be remakes, and also that would be live action. We got Dumbo, we got Aladdin, and Lion King. The Lion King I'm looking forward to. Aladdin, I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait to see how Jafar is going to be, and also Dumbo. That's good. Also, I found out in 2019 we're actually going to have 2 horror remakes. Now, if you guys have ever seen Pet Sematary, it's a different horror film that I think you guys might know. The movie was about a family who moved in. He met an old man who was next door, told him that up the mountain, this is a pet cemetery where kids bury their pets, but I want to let you know there's a secret that's hidden on the top of the mountain. Around there's an ancient Indian burial ground where if you bury something that's dead, the next day it'll come back alive. And I'm not going to get into detail because it is kind of like that, but let's just say that the dad, he lost his son, so he decided to bury him up there, and he soon regrets it. Because the son becomes crazy, and it's like seeing a new zombie. A zombie-type movie, but differently. And last but not least, there's going to be a remake of the classic Child's Play with Chucky the Killer Doll. Now, what do I expect for this one? I'm hoping that the doll is not CGI, computer animated. I hope it's not. I hope it's just going to be a regular doll moving around. And if he's going to be voiced by the same person, I hope so. If not, it'll be cool to hear a different voice from this, because I'm sure the guy has done it lots of times. So, despite that, it's great. Now, the worst times of 2018. Well, that happened with me. Let's see. Well, actually, nothing bad happened to me, to be fair. I did lose some family members, though. That was the sad part. The only thing that turned out bad for me, which for me living in California, it was the California fires. Well, guys, let's just say that there was a fire that hit on Paradise, California, and it destroyed a lot of homes and lost about, I think, if I remember correctly, 60 to 70 people. And a lot of people lost their homes. I have my brother who has a friend. His grandmother lived in in that house, lived in the houses over there, and she lost everything. Even my mom's coworkers, they lost everything. Even for me working in the grocery store, I hear a lot of my coworkers saying, "I had a second house and it's gone." And I said, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry for that happened to you." I said, "Hey, don't worry. It's just a second house. It's okay. I'm just glad that we have another house to go to." That one was just like a summer home. Everybody was disappointed in everybody, and it was really sad to see all this happening. And even though that we had rain, now as it turns out, as it was raining, it turned the ash into like a gooey substance. There's a lot of people that's still been out there that hasn't been found, and there's a lot of rumors going around that they might be in the sludge, and we can't tell. So it sucks. So knock on wood. Hopefully it won't happen again. As you guys know, PG&E has been the cause of it, because there were some wires that had shot off sparks, and that's what happened. So that was terrible. But hey, the good thing that happened to me, despite going to movies and doing this and that, the one thing that was the highlight of 2018 for me was going to VidCon. It was amazing. I planned this trip, and I was thinking that, how am I going to plan this? I wonder how am I going to do this? As it turns out, my brother, as you guys know, he had the one with a kid and a wife. He told me that, "When are you going to go to VidCon?" I said, "We're going this week." I said, "Oh, we're planning on going to Disneyland this week. You want to come?" I said, "Sure." He says, "All you got to do is pay the plane ticket, the hotel, and also get a Disney pass, and you're set." So I did all those things, and I went with them. Thursday was the day that I went. As it turns out that I bought the wrong pass. I bought a red one, which I was supposed to get the purple one, the creator one, which allows me to go up the floors. I found out Boogie was up there, and I was like, dang, I should have got one. It was terrible. So, as Friday was going to be my last day, that's when we go home, I was hoping and begging to see if I could see Jesse Ridgway make Juggernuggets. Also, I've seen some of my followers from Twitter, including Brittany Duke, which I was happy to meet. And it was amazing. I liked it. And wouldn't you know it, Jesse Ridgway was right there walking towards us, and I happened to walk right in front of him and said, "Hi, hey, Jesse, hey, how you doing?" And for him to say, talk to everyone in this video, that this is King Link right here. He does a lot of reaction videos. It was the biggest highlight for me. Without him, he gave me the confidence to keep going for what I was doing. Everything I said in that video was true. I almost gave up doing this back in 2014 because as I was doing this channel, I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. But as I watched the Psycho series, it pushed me to be the best. It kind of kicked me in the overdrive, saying, "Don't give up, keep going. If this kid could do it, despite it was a series, which it took me, I found out that it was a series, but as seeing this character never giving up and keep pursuing his dreams, I was like, oh, I could do that. Even though I'm real, but this was a character that this guy was acting, so it made it easy. I thanked him for that, and it was great. And for him to sign my shirt, it was great. I actually have it framed. I'm planning to use my mother's old room to get some of the stuff out so I could put some stuff and hang pictures. So it's going to be great. Well, speaking of YouTube, as talking about YouTube and everything, because I've been Juggernuggets in it, let's talk about the bad stuff. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. I've seen a lot. I've seen Jesse's great series. I've seen how he won a Streamy Award for directing for his MVE. MVE was the best. I've seen a lot of great videos, but the one thing that made it difficult for us was seeing a lot of YouTube stars breaking up. And I think you guys know who I'm talking about. The first breakup that we've seen was Liza and David. Liza Koshy, as she was a famous YouTuber, she had over 10 million subscribers, and David is almost there to getting 10 million. But seeing how these two, they made videos together, they do this and that, they go on dates and do vlogs, and it was funny. These guys were like the highlight of every YouTube moment that they've ever done when they upload their videos. It was great, but seeing how they break up, that was the saddest moment. I watched it, let me tell you, it was sad. I mean, I even seen a Twitter post that said, Liza Koshy and David break up. I was like, oh man. Then later on McJuggernauts, we find out that he broke up with Juliet. That was terrible. And last but not least, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we found out that Lance Stewart broke up with his girlfriend of 5 to 6 years, Lizzie. It was sad to watch. These two people who were Lance was 22 and Lizzie was 20. It was tough to see how these two young people, they decided to take a big step into breaking up. It was one of the hardest moments I think we've all been seeing. It was sad to watch. But a lot of people have been saying that, oh, this is fake. Oh, maybe he's pranking us. I actually thought that too. But judging how these guys were talking to each other and how they're explaining everything, it kind of made me realize that, oh, maybe it's not. They're serious. I've watched both their videos 2 days ago and seeing how Lizzie was like, I had a big anxiety attack. I had to go to the hospital and I lost a lot of pounds because of the breakup. It was sad, and she was getting a lot of hate saying that this is a prank. Don't play us like that. And as for Lance decided to put out his video to set the record straight that the breakup is real and it's not faked. It was tough to watch. I mean, I've watched these guys a lot, but seeing how they broke up, that was sad. But the best thing in 2018 that happened was seeing Roman Atwood marry Brittany. Roman Atwood, as you guys may have known, some of you don't know who he is. Roman Atwood was a great prankster he did a lot of funny videos like Killer Bee prank or Kicking Kittens prank, which, as you guys, I'm going to let you guys know, it was stuffed kittens. But he wanted to see people's reactions, see if they would step in and save them. And also, the one that was my favorite was Flashing Kids prank. These guys were wearing like really long white robes, which on the end, when they were flashing them, you could see a shirt with shorts, and the shirt says "Stay in school and don't do drugs." And you see them just like peekaboo, there you go. And someone got beat up and said, "No, look, don't do drugs." He's like, "Oh my god." Almost 9 years they've been together, and they had a kid named Kane, and now recently last year they actually had a baby girl named Cora. And it was like, wow, Roman Atwood has 3 kids. Although the first one was from a different marriage, but it was like they were part of their family with a new mom and everything. It was a good thing. And then we seen him pop the question, saying to Brittany, look at Brittany saying, "Will you marry me?" And that was one of the best moments. And then a week later, 1 or 2 weeks later, we actually seen their wedding, where they went to Hawaii and they got married. It was one of the best. Well, guys, that was my year review. That is all of what I did. And also, for me, if you got what to expect on 2019 for me. Hey, guys, I'm still doing reaction videos, but I am planning on doing some new vlogs. I will do some vlogs, a lot more of that, because a lot of people have been saying, you should do vlogs, do this and that and everything. And I was like, okay, maybe I should do that. I'll do that, and I'm thinking about doing some more series coming up. And I am planning on going to some more haunted places, and hopefully I can be able to use my spirit box and everything to do that. And there is one thing I'm hoping. I don't know when it's going to happen. I might get a visit from one of my friends that I've talked to for a long time, up to 4 years now, and they're planning on having a visit, and we might do some videos together. So hopefully it's going to be great. And I'm not going to tell you who. You'll find that out soon enough. 2019 is just around the corner, guys. So you guys are going to see soon enough what's going to happen. My New Year's resolution. Let's talk about that. Well, guys, if you guys noticed that when I did my videos, I do eat fast food a lot. I'm going to cut that down. Well, the only thing I'm going to cut down is drinking a lot of soda. That's for sure. I'm going to try to do one a day. Well, as you guys may have known, that I do drink a lot of soda. Sometimes I drink like 2 or 3, which is bad. So I'm going to try to cut that down, but I'm going to drink a lot more water. And I'm planning on joining the gym and exercising. Yeah, not because that I've seen a lot of comments saying, oh, you're fat, you're this and that. I know I'm fat. That's my fault, so I'm going to change that. So I can't wait. My brother wants me to join his gym. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to be physically fit. I sound like Richard Simmons right there, but more maturely. But anyway, despite all that, guys, 2019 is going to be great. A lot of changes are going to happen, both mentally and physically. So I can't wait. So it's going to be a good year next year. Well, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction, more gameplay. Drop some likes on this video if you enjoyed this. Well, guys, my stream's coming up soon. I got about 40 minutes. Maybe this video will be uploaded quickly. So I hope you guys will be there to watch me, and we're going to usher in a new year. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, stay positive. I'm thinking about streaming. Well, to be fair, I'm really tired right now. I did a lot. I mean, you tried juggling fruits and vegetables. Well, when I do that, and I'll let you guys know I'm also part cashier. I also had the cashier too. It was tough. So you try being in my shoes, doing this and that, and jumping from back and forth. I do it all. I'm a multitasker, so it makes it easy for me. It's good to have different, not abilities, maybe abilities or experience. That's what it is. All this experience doing this and that. I worked in the fuel station, then I work in the produce, and I also do a cashier job. Doing 3 things, which is pretty good. Different experiences, different job titles, makes it easy, and it shows you that, wow, you could do it all. So, hey, it's tough on me, but hey, I get the job done. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to stay positive, and I'll see you next year, which is tomorrow.